Happening, guys. Happening, guys. Happening, guys. Can you guys hear me? 'Cause I don't know if the mic on this tablet is doing me in or not. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm not seeing any. Good, good. Big up to you. Big up to Rod in the building. Big up to Peppermint Freedom in the building. Good. You can hear me. All right. That's good. So we have Champions League action. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I mean, I said I was looking forward to it, right? Because of this new format. You only play the teams once. I say bring it on. You know what I mean? I'm saying bring it on because, as I said previously, I'm glad that even though I feel how I feel about us getting Champions League football, even though that we don't have the desire to really try and win it, I'm glad that we're part of the new format. You know, we're the first lot type of thing. You know what I mean? Out of the English clubs, but yeah, I mean, as I said last season, we need to make Champions League nights at the Emirates a thing. You know what I mean? But this one, we're starting away from home against Europa League winners, Europa League champions of 2024. Right? So these man are not no slouch. These man are European champions, second best. Arsenal are up against it now. Atalanta versus Arsenal. Champions League football match preview. Let's get it.
You are destiny. Outstanding.
So let's get into it. I'm gonna try not be too long because I do want to watch. I want to see what Spurs are gonna do tonight in the cup. I want to see that as well. But so let's get into it. So Atlanta's entertaining start to their Serie A campaign continued on Sunday as the reigning UEFA Europa League champions. As the reigning UEFA Europa League champions came from behind to beat Fiorentina 3-2, with all the goals in the first half. With their four league fixtures this term, 1-2, lost 2, producing an average of 4 goals per game, they could be an entertaining team to follow in the UEFA Champions League this season. At least these lot got in the proper way, you know. After losing the UEFA Super Cup 2-0 to Real Madrid last month, Ladea, if that's how you pronounce his name, will be keen to kickstart their European campaign as they return to the Champions League for the first time since 2022. This is their fourth Champions League group league phase participation, and on each occasion they have met English opponents, won 1, drawn 2, lost 3, with last season producing a memorable 3-1 aggregate win over Liverpool en route to UEFA Europa League glory. Arsenal will therefore be well aware of the damage Atalanta can do, although they will travel high on confidence after beating Tottenham 1-0. In Sunday's Northumberland derby, despite missing key players due to injury and suspension. Declan Rice was one of those, but he'll be available for this one, which will make manager Mikel Arteta happier ahead of the big week ahead, in which they also take on Premier League champions Manchester City. Glad that Rice is back. You know what I mean? He needs to up his form though. The Gunners travel having only won one of their last 6 Champions League away games, drawn 1, lost 4. Jesus Christ. I mean, hold on a minute.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
Jesus, drawn 1 and lost 4. But they've fared better in Italy of late, having won their last 2 European fixtures in the country to 0 against Napoli and AC Milan, respectively. Albeit those matches were in the UEFA Europa League knockout stages before Arteta took over. So that was before Arteta's time, man. You know what I mean? That was before Arteta's time. But yeah, I don't have the best of feelings about tomorrow night's game. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I won't lie to you guys. I don't have the best of feelings. But I'm gonna get onto my score prediction in a second. I'm gonna get onto it. But yeah, I just you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. Last 5 matches, Atlanta has can't even see properly now. It's not letting me let me have a look. They've won 2 of the last 5. Beating Fiorentina 3-2, getting pammed 4-0 by Inter Milan, beating Torino 2-1, smoking Lalek, however you pronounce it, 4-0, and losing 2-0 in the Super Cup to Real Madrid. Arsenal have won 4 of the last 5, drawing 1, having beaten Tottenham 1-0 at Lightwork Lane. Before that, drawing 1-1 at home to Brighton. Before that, beating Aston Villa at Villa 2-0. Before that, beating Wolves at the Emirates 2-0 the first game of the season. And before that, beating Lyon 2-0 in the Emirates Cup final. So that's our last 5 matches. The table as it stands, why am I even going? Why am I even bothering with the table? But anyways, we're 10th right now. We're 10th right now. They don't know what. This is the first time I've actually looked at the table. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I'm in Premier League mode right now. You know what I mean? I'm in Premier League mode. Jesus Christ. You know, when you look at the table and you just seen, you know, this is mad, you know. So Bayern are top, Aston Villa second, Sparta Prague are winning 3-0 at the moment. So they're third. Liverpool are fourth, Juventus are fifth, Real Madrid are sixth, Sporting are seventh, Bologna eighth, Shakhtar ninth, because they're both drawing with each other. And then we're sat 10th, so we're there naturally on alphabetical order. So depending on how we win tomorrow, you know, could shape up how we move in the table. I doubt we're going to move top at the moment because Bayern, with that 9-2 win on a mad thing, you know, they're going to be up there. But yeah, that's just mad that I'm just taking this in right now. You know what I mean? The table, and it's showing all these different teams, a table of 36. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Anyways, my score prediction for this game, I'm actually predicting that we'll lose 3-1. I ain't gonna lie to you, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
I know that's what some man will be thinking right now, right? But I've got this feeling. I just got this feeling that it's just. I'm not gonna fake. I'm not gonna be fake positive. I'm just gonna tell it how it is. You know what I mean? And I've got feeling that because even though our defense is tight and everything like that, this is Champions League. This is different now. You know what I mean? Last season told us, oh, well, you can defend how good you want in the league, but when it comes to Champions League, you know what I mean? Last season showed us that. Wayne Holness says, are you ever positive? When I see that when I see that this club's moving in a positive manner, then that's when you see positivity from me. But as it stands, if they're going to keep doing the same thing, it's hard to be positive. You know what I mean? If every time you walk down the street, somebody kept slapping you in the face, right? Every time you walk down the street, someone was guaranteed to slap you in the face, right? And then you turn around saying, well, walking down the street is not really a good thing because blah, blah, blah. Walking down the street is this, that, and the other, right? Where are you going to find positivity to continue walking down the street knowing every time you've been doing it, you've been getting slapped in the face? Can you be positive after that? Or are you going to assume that something like that is going to happen again? Big up to Atta22, if that's how I say your name. Hello, United fan. Love your channel. Big up to you. Let me give you a Don DeMarco because I don't think I've seen you in here before. And as I said, everybody's welcome. But which United fan though? West Ham United, Newcastle United, Oxford United, Sheffield United. Which United are we saying? Which United are you? You know what I mean? Because it's bare Uniteds. But I'm gonna assume you're a Man United fan. I'm gonna assume that that's where you are. You know what I mean? That's the United that you support. Well, big up to you anyway. We need to just stay in the top 8. Should be easier than top 4. Oh well, this is Champions League and so many more teams. It's the competition's is big now. Our away Champions League record is genuinely not great. Yeah, we've lost 4 and drawn 1, or something, as I just read out. Our defense is watertight as mermaids. Well, we'll see then. We will see. We will see how tight this defense is in the Champions League, because in the Premier League, it's all good, Arteta, George Graham in the things up. You get me? You know what I mean? Getting them 1-0, a 1-0 win and keeping clean sheets and all that. But Champions League is different. You know what I mean? Champions League is just different. The United have put 7 past Barnsley. So yeah. Man United have found their new level now. You know what I mean? That's their level now. You know what I mean? When United actually palm a team under Ten Hag, it's a League One side. Jesus Christ, I mean, jeez. But yeah, we got to be able to beat Atalanta. No excuses. Yeah, I mean, there's no excuses. I've just got a feeling that I just got this feeling. I mean, but I hope I'm wrong. Every time I'm saying stuff like this and I'm not being positive and everything like that, best believe I want to be wrong. Best believe I want these men to be like, see, YG, see, you're talking too much. Of course, history is against us, but things have to change. It has to. This is why I'm saying that Champions League nights at the Emirates needs to be a thing, because it's a thing in Liverpool. You know what I mean? It's a thing in Liverpool. So when it comes to our home games, especially, we need to be looking at that like, coming to Emirates on the Champions League night's a scary thing. Right now, it's laughable. It's just laughable to even say that, because we have no Champions League pedigree like that. You know what I mean? And I've had it up to here, right, of being in that camp where it's like, you haven't won the Champions League. You know what I mean? Liverpool already showing their heritage. They are, but they beat a mid-table AC Milan. So I'm not gonna go too heavy with that. You know what I mean? Like that AC Milan, for where I'm sure they're mid-table. Let me just double check this. So I'm sure I heard that they're like 10th or something. Let's have a look at this. AC Milan. Yeah, these men are 10th on 5 points. Played 4 matches. 5 points. They got 5 points in 4 matches. Let me look at their form. So they've only won 1 game and drawn 2 of the last 5 and lost 2. Liverpool should be beating that AC Milan. You know what I mean? Liverpool should be beating that. But so are Atalanta. Yeah, we should be beating these man as well. Atalanta, we should be beating these man. But I just got this feeling. I got this ugly feeling that things might not go our way. I want to sit here and say we're gonna pepper these man. I don't think we'll. I personally don't think we'll beat Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. We should beat them. I mean, when you look at the context of things, but we should win 2-1. Trust me. When it comes to match reaction, right? I'm gonna do a watch along for the game. So stay tuned for tomorrow night. I'm gonna set it up after I've done this live. Actually, I'm gonna set everything up. I am actually gonna do a watch along. So anybody that's gonna join in. You know what I mean? Atlanta have much less heritage than Milan, but They've got Europa League heritage. They've got more European heritage, right, than us. When you think about it, they've won what we haven't for a start, right? Do you think we would have, if we were in Europa League last season, you think we would have done what Atlanta done? We would have done it. You know what I mean? But Atalanta might be a different breed in the Champions League for all we know. I'm not saying they'll win it or anything, or even qualify to go in the next stages, but there might be a different breed in terms of they might be doing shit in the league, but in the Champions League they might be that little bit better. You know what I mean? They have more recent European heritage, but we could build ours to be more than theirs, and we should be building. We should be doing that as well. You know what I mean? We should be building ours to be greater than these teams that haven't won the Champions League either, as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just one of those, isn't it? It's just one of those. But I hope I'm wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong because you know we need to get off to a good start in the Champions League. Obviously, the Premier League game comes back round on Sunday when we go to Man City. So what happens tomorrow night, sorry. You know what I mean? It could shift because if we lose tonight, then we go into that City game. I mean, City are playing tonight, so you never know what they could do either. But yeah, I personally think now I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and I'm gonna say we're gonna beat Man City on Sunday. I'm taking a stab in the dark. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I know some of you might be thinking,
just help me to understand.
I know some of you might be thinking that right now, but I'm taking a stab in the dark and I'm saying we'll beat Man City on Sunday. I think. It's just that I don't think we'll win this game tomorrow night, unfortunately. But I hope I'm wrong about tomorrow night's game. I hope that we do win. You know, we should be top in terms of heritage for teams that haven't yet won one, so that when the time comes, we are next in line. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the best teams to never win the Champions League, Arsenal are definitely up there. You know what I mean? Arsenal are definitely up there, but because there's oh no, Atletico Madrid, they've won one before, I think. Obviously PSG haven't won one. You know, there's a few teams here and there, but your average big team has a Champions League. I mean, and we don't. Well, Fan Guna who think we will lose Atlanta and beat Man City at the Etihad. I might be the only one. I might be the only one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna be the only one. I'm probably gonna be only one on my own, thinking that we will not beat Atlanta. We'll lose to Atlanta and then go beat Man City. So if Wayne's still in the chat, right? If Wayne's still in the chat, that's my positivity right there, fam. I think we'll beat Man City on Sunday. So that's my positivity. And I'm actually being serious. I'm not just saying that. I actually think I think we'll beat Man City on Sunday. You know what I mean? Because I have that feeling. You know what I mean? And I hope I'm right that we do. I just hope that I'm wrong that about us losing tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Atletico hasn't won a Champions League. And they actually won one. I thought they won one like time ago. They never won one. So they're another team that's the best team not to win it. Then one of the best teams to not win it. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head, to be fair. I mean, maybe you could you put Rangers in there? Because Celtic have won one. Could you put Rangers in there? Because obviously they have domestic pedigree, obviously. Only Europa League. Yeah. I know Atletico definitely won Europa League, but big up to Naeem P. Big up to you. But yeah, they won Europa, but I didn't know they did. I forgot because it was one of those. I know, obviously, we know they've been to a final or two. I didn't know if they actually won one or not, but yeah, Celtic won the first for a bit. Yeah, they won it in '67. I think it was '67 they won it. Oh yeah, 67. Yeah. Um, and they beat. Who did they beat? Was it Bayern Munich or something? I think they beat Bayern Munich, something like that. Leeds United have been to a final. You know what I mean, yeah, Man U won it in '68. Leeds United have been to a what's now called the Champions League, but they've actually been to a final. I think they lost to like Bayern Munich or someone like that. They beat Inter Milan. Yes, Leeds in '75. You know what I mean? Leeds United, that's local to me, and they've been to one. They went to one before Arsenal. You know what I mean? You've got some. Wait, hold on. Now, wait. There's some team. What country is it? Is it? Oh shit! Right, I'm back. I came out of this app, and then it just like refreshed the page for some stupid reason. But yeah, I'm back. But yeah, obviously, that's the team. Red Star Bill. But yeah, didn't they won it in like was it late '80s or something? Even they won one. Yeah, Villa in '82. Bucharest won it. Was that in the '70s? 1991, I think. See, this is the thing. When you look at the context of all these clubs that have won a Champions League in their history, and Arsenal couldn't manage it, not one time, not at least one time. You see, Bucharest in the '80s. See, me and my brother had this conversation, and my brother said, right, that under George Graham, we probably might have won a European Cup had it not been for that ban that English clubs had in the Champions League in the late '80s into the early '90s because of the thing that happened with Juventus and Liverpool. That that I think was like a fire or something like that, and it killed a lot of Juventus fans. And because of Liverpool fans, the English clubs were robbed of a chance of trying to win the Champions League because they were banned. So Everton would have felt like they would have been robbed of a potential Champions League because who knows, they could have won one. And I think George Graham probably might have won Arsenal a European Cup in that period. For all we know, he could have done. For all we know, but we'll never know, obviously. You know what I mean? So yeah. Oops, I'm scrolling up. Yeah, 86 to 91. Who know? Who knows? Between 1986 and 1991. So let me just think. Liverpool won the league in '86, didn't they? Did Everton win it in '87? And in '88, was it Liverpool? '89 was Arsenal. '90 was Liverpool. '91 was Arsenal. So if it was just Liverpool and Everton and Arsenal winning league titles between '86 and '91, right? Everton fans would have felt, well, maybe we might have had a good shout in European Cup. Arsenal would feel we would have had a good shout in the European Cup, but because of the ban, that's what I mean. I'm telling you, who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? But we've got clubs like Villa and everything like Nottingham Forest retaining it and shit. You know what I mean? And then we're just stuck there like a lemon, hoping that that one day we'll win it. You know what I mean? Just like the AI, the thing I saw, I think on Facebook, the AI thing generated the next 50 years worth of Champions League winners, right? And Arsenal were on there. Wolves were on there. I think Burnley were on there. Tottenham were on there. Atletico Madrid was on there. Leicester was on there. You had all these goofy ass clubs, right? All you name a club and name Champions League winners, right? They're on there. Arsenal were. Obviously, there was clubs that have already won it, like Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and others that were on there. But I'm seeing these goofy clubs. You know what I mean? Leicester, Wolves, Tottenham. You know what I mean? That ban was real bad. When things get effed up for everyone else. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll never forget that. Let me see. I don't know if I'll ever be able to find it again. AI generated the next 50 Champions League winners. Let me just have a look. AI predicted every winner of the Champions League until 2103. I think that might have been it. Oh yeah, this is yeah. Oh my days, I've got it up. I've got it up on here. Right. Seems kill some time, right? Might have had a chance in 899. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So the next Champions League winners. So this is from it got the 2024 one wrong anyway, right? And the 2025 one is impossible. So let's have a look, right? So this is obviously before Real Madrid won the Champions League last season, because in 2022 it has Real Madrid, which they did win it. In 2023 it has Man City, which they did win it. And in 2024 they said it would be Barcelona. And in 2025, right? Stay with me, guys. Right? 2025 they said Man United will win it.
You serious?
2026, there's Bayern Munich. 27, Liverpool. 28 and 29, Man City retain it. 2030, AC Milan. 2031 and 32, Real Madrid retain it. PSG in 2033, Tottenham in 2034. Jesus Christ. You know what AI is doing you there when Arsenal are on there? You know what I mean? 2035 at Sporting Lisbon. Instead of me going through it all, because I'll say it's quite a lot, right? I'll tell you all the clubs that are on this, right? On there. As AI has generated the Champions League winners until 2021 or 3, right? It's got 2 wrong so far. Barcelona and Man United, right? So you've got Man City and Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. According to this, Atletico Madrid will do a three-peat of the Champions League. Real Madrid will do it on the bounce on 2 occasions, and later on, back end of the of the 2000s, right? Real Madrid will win it 4 times on the trot, and PSV will stop them winning it 6 on the trot, because they'll win it in between. PSG will win a few Champions Leagues, and so will Man City. Man City are going to retain one. Spurs are going to be on there. They're going to win it once. Newcastle are going to win it on 2 occasions. Is that bad? I can't remember what that crest is now. Porto's on there. Rangers are going to retain it, apparently. Leicester's gonna win it apparently. I think that's Monaco. Nottingham Forest Juventus are gonna retain it. Chelsea are on there. Yeah, Liverpool on there. It's fun. Not Arsenal aren't on there at all, according to this AI. You know what I mean? But yeah. Before I end this, as for this game tomorrow night, unfortunately, I've just got a feeling that we're not going to win this game. I won't lie to you. You know what I mean? I know you guys are thinking to yourselves,
Get some help.
but yeah, even though I do think that we'll be Man City on Sunday, you know, yeah, I'm saying 3-1. Fortunately, I think Atalanta will beat us 3-1 because I'm just going by us on a Champions League night. It's just not away from home as well. If it was at home, it'd be different. I'd be predicting us to win at home because if this was a home game, I genuinely think that we'll win it. But away from home, you know what I mean? I just think where the main focus is going to be the Premier League again. You know what I mean? That's personally what I think. But I hope that we're going for all. You know what I mean? No chance against say. I personally think we're going to beat him. Big up to Jez in the building, but I personally think we're going to beat Man City. I'm going to get more into it in my match preview, but I personally think we're going to beat Man City. I just don't think we'll win tomorrow night, unfortunately. Going to be hard away, but we have to draw. Nah, if you're on about the City game, we need to beat them anyway. I'm not having this. Let's go to City and get a draw. We're past that now. We need to be at the point where it's like, no, we're going there to win now. You know what I mean? And we need to do the same in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Definitely in the Champions League. You know what I mean? But if somebody said to me, choose one, YG, choose one. You're gonna win either the Champions League or you're gonna win the Premier League. I'm choosing the Premier League. I mean, I'm choosing it. I'm just gonna say that. I'm choosing the Premier League. You know what I mean? We need to go for the win against City. Yeah, I think Arteta's gonna try and go for a 0-0. Hope for a counter attack or hope for a set piece. But I think personally, I think personally that game is gonna go like how it went when we beat him 1-0 at the Emirates when Arteta scored that screamer. I think it's gonna be that type of game. But we'll have to see. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. I will do a watch along if to call it that tomorrow night for the game. And it's on Amazon Prime as well. Shout out to Amazon Prime for putting the Champions League games on. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, and then my match reaction will follow. But yeah, I hope we start off getting the job done tomorrow with 3 points. But yeah, no, we'll beat Atalanta. I hope we do, and I hope that people are gonna look back at this and be like, you said that we'd lose. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the live stream tomorrow night. And it won't be this kind of setting because I'll be back in the studio. You know what I mean? It won't be this kind of setting. It'll be a proper, my usual setup. Anyways, catch you guys in a bit. Peace.
You are